Hello everyone, it's JB here again, back with another one of my crazy Jason Voorhees busts ideas. Today, this is a very special custom idea I thought for Jason on what they would do to him down the road. Since we saw like a shitload of Jasons out there. We had the supernatural kinds, and then we had the normal kind, whenever he's a human, and then you name it. So I told myself, like, there's a lot of Jasons out there, like, that we saw in the movies, in games. Like, we had the demon one, aka Savani, from the video game version, skin. And then we had the alien one, which is the Uber Jason, Jason X one from the movie. And then you had the undead zombie-like Jasons. So, yeah. And then, not least, we have the virtual reality kind, which is the retro Jason, whenever he's all blue and purple straps on his mask and that shit. So, yeah. So, I told myself, there's a lot of Jason customs and ideas out there, so why not have a ghost Jason along the way? Because I could see them getting to this point that he would become a ghost. I mean, in my honest opinion, yes, they would still continue the Jason ideas if he's a ghost or himself, period, in his own flesh and bones. So yeah. But this is like something I wouldn't mind playing as in the Friday 13th game as a mod. I mean, just look at this thing. Especially you have the Ghost Blade idea, which I thought was fucking dope. I'm trying to put it by the light. I spray painted this yellowish green. And I also thought about having another weapon, like, that carries on his back, because of the chain idea, obviously. And I was thinking about having the spare weapon as a double-headed wood axe. I can see him have as well, other than a machete, obviously. Because that's his main weapon, of course. Actually, let me tell you guys a little bit of a history behind this bust. I wasn't actually going to formally make a ghost bust of Jason whatsoever, because I was thinking about making my own mask tutorial on what would a chemical bath splash defeat Jason would look like the mask. Like, it would be like all yellowish greenish from the chemicals that splashed him. Whatever, if he was swimming in it by accident or someone defeated him like that. So, yeah. And then there was this candle idea on what would a wax-covered Jason mask would look like as well. I didn't like that idea either. So what I did is I compared both of those two ideas. And if you look closely, have hot glue, looks like wax, right? And then you had the chemical bath splash. So, I like the idea. And it kind of gave me an idea, like, it's been there all along, you know what I mean? It's like that sort of moment. So, what is this? This is the ghost Jason mask. And underneath it, as you can see, his nose and mouth, leaky pores, those are all ectoplasm feature right here. That green shit coming out of his holes, that's all ectoplasm, because that's what ghosts have, whatever comes out of their nose or mouth or ears. And I got the idea from Ghostbusters and SpongeBob, like how when we see the ghosts is like vomit that shit out, like Slimer, for instance. So yeah, I'm not sure if Scooby-Doo had their own ectoplasm idea. I know Haunting in Connecticut, based on a true story, that movie, they have their own ectoplasm, but it's not green though, because they're trying to make it realistic, obviously, because it's based on a true story. But in a cartoon or some shit, it would be like all greenish, yellowish, or pink or some shit. So yeah. But you don't actually see ectoplasm in real life. You actually see it if it's like caught on a picture or some shit. If a man is like sick from possessed by the devil or some shit, and if a preacher comes to perform an exorcism on him, tries to cure the devil out of him, he might vomit afterwards, but I won't consider that as ectoplasm. But yeah, just an idea. As you can see, it has chains. this is just ordinary chain idea. It's not the one from Savani or the Tommy Jarvis one where he traps him in the lake with the huge boulder from part 6, Jason Lives. And he has it as a necklace in part 7, whenever, I forget the chick's name with the telekinesis. But she breaks him loose and then he pretty much has his own chain necklace. I guess you can say that. But yeah. And I think it looks dope like that, like how it's crossed like that. Like wrapped all around him. I use stripper glue, as you can see. So yeah, it's tight pretty damn good. Alright guys, let's uncover the hood, shall we? On what the Ghost Jason would look like without the mask. And there he is, guys. Behold. As you can see, his eyes like light up, greenish, yellowish, the nose and mouth, because that's ectoplasm, obviously. Gives off that ghostly brightness to it, glowish look. I did thought about using glow-in-the-dark spray paint for whatever it's the machete or the mask or the bust itself, but if you put glow-in-the-dark spray paint on the head, it will definitely eat it away, because I did it with a lot of my busts back in the past. And if you put glow-in-the-dark shit on, like let's just say the machete or the mask, it won't last that long. Maybe for like a year, but that's it. Then you have to repaint it, obviously. So I thought about, why not just have like a spotlight shining on it, like a yard light, kind of like a security light, sort of, and have a display as that for Halloween in the front yard, so people can look at it when they drive by, instead of having it glowing all the time. Because I want to show the world my other busts for Halloween at nighttime if they don't see it, because they'll only see him because he glows. If I did spray painted him glow in the dark, which I'm not gonna do, because that wouldn't be fair for him, not the other ones. So yeah. I'll show you guys a close up of the mask. This is actually an actual ghost mask. So if Jason was real right now, I will not be picking this up. Because it would just go right through me. As you can see, it's definitely a ghost mask, because the yellowish detail, the straps are ghost shit. So yeah. And I think it looks more badass if you put it by the light. It gives off that ghostly look to it. See what I mean? Yeah, spooky. Yeah, I kind of want to make it look like a ghost face from Scream, with the eyes curved like that, and the damage cuts. That can be anything really. I just got that from other Jason designs, from what I saw, whether it was in the movie or online, with him without the masks. So that could be anything. The marks on the forehead. Maybe he got shot. You name it. I'm not gonna have history for every bit of detail he has on him, especially like the stains. You can say that he was buried with his outfit on or some shit. I don't know. Oh yeah, I love the shredded idea of this ghost bust. This is something I thought of myself, and every bit of detail I can to put in this bust. That's black stains, and put his machete to the ground. If you stand him out some, stretch him out a little bit, he has shredded marks on him. So yeah. And the chain itself is ghost material. It's not real if he was a ghost in the movie or some shit. I didn't do anything to the back of it because you're not going to look at it if you have it out for display. Only the front part matters, it seems like. But if I'm ever going to cosplay the sucker for Halloween or some shit, I'm definitely going to like detail the sucker the best I can. From behind or the front, you name it. How I made this, guys, the body is, I used, plastic bins. You can see it somewhat. And I have another one on top of it, because they come in two, and they're worth $5 at Dollar General, so you can't really beat that, I guess. It's fair play. But yeah, what I did is, I melted 2 holes on top of the other, and then I mounted a stick in it, and then I gave it a head support. It was a styrofoam head, pointing it upwards. So it's pretty much impaled right now. If I took the head apart and I showed you the stick, but I'm not gonna do that. The shoulder joints, these are just like random clothes I grew out of, shit like that over the past. So yeah, and I got the fabric at Walmart for like $2, so you can't beat that. I figured to film this in my basement since it looks creepy, and this is what the Jason Goes is gonna do in my fan film. If I ever have a third sequel, this is what he's gonna do. Because I'm not gonna have him in the first 2 movies. Because he's alive, obviously, but if I want him like be something different, custom, like this is what he's gonna look like in the 3rd sequel of the final franchise. Well, for my trilogy at least, final movie of the trilogy. So yeah. But yeah, guys. Hope you guys should like this bust. I mean, it was fun working on it. And Tom Samini, if you're watching this, and I hope you like it, man. They wouldn't be Jason without you. And if I ever see you or I can't holler, I won't mind if you guys sign this sucker. Because it'll mean a lot, including the machete piece. And I will get like a little plastic woodcutter's axe and put him, like, have him, like, unsheathe it from behind. So, yeah. Make it look like he has a spare weapon he can, like, pull out of his back from the chain that holds it. So, yeah. Hope you guys like this video. See you in the next one. Bye.